Hold the boat! Hold the boat!
Touche, yeah.
Damn!
It's crazy how that worked on us as kids, didn't it? It's crazy how that, the Weekend at Bernie's one and the Toy Story one where Woody was waving the hand, all that worked on us as kids. I remember as a kid thinking that you could really get on top of another kid in a trench coat and go see a NC-17 movie. We tried that with Showgirls. We tried that with Showgirls, and yeah, that went poorly. Shout out to all the subscribers and the members here on the channel. Don't forget to like the video. My name is Reese Waters, and I'm troubled. Now, we're all aware by now that fate was on its way to Mitch McConnell and got distracted. I guess he saw something he liked before he got to Mitch McConnell. I guess Lindsey was throwing that thing. And you know, it happens. It happens to the best of us. But the more important question is, has anybody heard from Mitch McConnell? Does anybody? You?
Hello? Hello? What's happening?
New photo just released of friends visiting Mitch McConnell today. He looks great. Hang in there. Come on now. You know it ain't no way Michael Jackson would be cool standing next to John Wayne. Michael was thorough like that. And John Wayne would have been mad that Michael wasn't in the segregated section of the hospital. So neither one of them would have been cool. So I call bunk on that.
But what about the civil rights? I mean, it's necessary.
What about the civil rights?
Now there you go. Now that's more realistic right there. That one I could work with. That's better than the John Wayne.
But it isn't a thing where the rest of the country should feel terribly guilty about anything because they have had a better life here and their fathers and mothers than they would have had any place else.
Oh, somebody sent another photo of a friend visiting Mitch McConnell. Come on, guys. You know what I mean? Hey, I got all eyes on y'all. I got all eyes on y'all. Now this one is certified 100% real. Apparently this was while the nurses were away, because there's no way they would allow that many people in the room at once. They would not allow an alien, the Easter Bunny, Santa, a ghost. They wouldn't allow that many people in there at once. And by the way, I love that y'all put a MAGA in there. Hey, a happy MAGA, a smiling MAGA. I know. You see one of those before the Easter Bunny in 2026. I'll tell you that right now. Pics of Mitch McConnell have been released proving he's completely fine. Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You mean to tell me that Bigfoot left his surroundings so he could be in the hospital with Mitch McConnell, and Mitch McConnell left the hospital so he could go into Bigfoot scene? That's just, I hate when that happens. I hate when your wires get crossed like that.
I said, what? She said, yeah. I said, no.
You know what I'm saying? You go all the way out to visit a friend and they came, you know what I mean? That's rough. Hey, Bigfoot, I feel you on that one. I definitely feel you on that one. Proof of life. How you know? How you know is proof of life? As slow as turtles move, you don't never know if they be alive. You know what I mean? The only lively turtles I done ever seen is maybe the Ninja Turtles. Maybe if it was the Ninja. Oh, they came down there too? Hey, does Splinter know y'all used his box? That was Master Splinter's favorite box. I don't think he's gonna be happy that you used it to push Mitch McConnell down the river. He's not gonna be okay with that. That's all I'm saying. Good news, folks. Charlie's just fine. Now that ain't even Mitch McConnell. Y'all just putting anybody now. Y'all just putting anybody. That ain't even Mitch McConnell. That's completely off topic. Actually, I did notice that he's not with Erica. So he must have been paying attention. You know, he apparently has been keeping tabs. That checks, you know. So there's some realism to that one. There's definitely some realism to that one. But, you know, not as realistic as how self-interested the right wing and the MAGAs have been, because we've already seen how y'all have used Lindsey Graham's passing to advance your agenda. So it's only telling. Mitch McConnell showing up to vote for the Save America Act. Y'all really did that whole scene without Paul Bear? You gonna do that whole scene without Paul Bear? Well, look, it's all fun and games till he has to walk around. How you gonna get him to actually vote for it?
Hold the phone.
Hi, Bert. How you doing?
Hold the phone.
Touche, yeah.
Damn.
It's crazy how that worked on us as kids, didn't it? It's crazy how that the Weekend at Bernie's one and the Toy Story one where Woody was waving the hand, all that worked on us as kids. I remember as a kid thinking that you could really get on top of another kid in a trench coat and go see a NC-17 movie. We tried that with Showgirls. We tried that with Showgirls, and yeah, that went poorly. But you know, all's well that ends well. At least I didn't pay for Showgirls, so there's that as well. Well, look, we'll know it's real when we see how he interacts with the people that have called upon his demise. Like the people that said it was curtains. We'll see how he interacts with them. Mitch McConnell calling out the people that say he's dead. See, I don't like that. That's not consistent. That's not consistent, because all the Mitch McConnells I've been seeing got a much better complexion than that. You know what I mean? And they've been much more lively. Now, see, that one's not real. That one's not real, because I've seen that video. I played that video on my Lindsey Graham one. That's the same. He doing the same steps. You'll know it's real when he interacting with the rest of the cast. Touche. You know, I heard he sang PYT immediately after this was over to Elaine Chao. So that makes perfect sense. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He made her uncomfortable with the whole 50 Cent thing, though.
See, I told you he was okay.
I can tell you this. Mitch McConnell's leg ain't never been up that high. Not in life. Not in life. That's how I know. That's how I know that one's not real. Because you know what I mean. Those do look like the kind of boots he probably would have on, though. That's true. Hey, MAGA, why y'all mad? What? Because y'all wasn't invited into the hotel room? No. Didn't we go through this with Lindsey Graham? We already went through this with Lindsey Graham. You don't want no parts of this. Because you remember how y'all's president acted when Robert Mueller died. Robert Mueller just died. Good, I'm glad he's dead. He can no longer hurt innocent people. President Donald J. Trump. And don't even get me started with Rob Reiner. A very sad thing happened last night in Hollywood. Rob Reiner, a tortured and struggling but once very talented movie actor and comedy star, has passed away together with his wife Michelle, reportedly due to the anger he caused others through his massive, unyielding, and incurable affliction with the mind-crippling disease known as Trump derangement syndrome, sometimes referred to as TDS. He was known to have driven people crazy by his raging obsession of President Donald J. Trump, with his obvious paranoia reaching new heights as the Trump administration surpassed all goals and expectations of greatness, and with the golden age of America upon us, perhaps like never before. May Rob and Michelle rest in peace. And here they go again. Please stop acting happy over Lindsey Graham and pray for his wife and kids. This you? Renee Nicole Good is a domestic terrorist was correct and followed. Did you post that before or after you prayed for her family? When Biden got cancer, Republicans prayed. When Charlie Kirk was assassinated, Democrats celebrated. We are not the same. Who want to tell him? Who want to tell him? Trump just said he doesn't feel sorry for Joe Biden's cancer diagnosis. This is the right answer. F Joe Biden and F his prostate. We got Joe Biden got cancer. Good. I look forward to seeing him suffer and die. We got Joe Biden sent J6ers with cancer to prison and denied them medication. He didn't pardon himself. Biden for prison. And F Joseph R. Biden. And Dr. Jill isn't a doctor. F that demon MF. He and his family are America's stage 5 cancer. Oh, that's awkward. That is awkward. Yeah, the internet do be forever. It do be forever. One more thing. While we're on the topic of Biden's, Hunter Biden awarded $1.7 million in defamation lawsuit against former Overstock CEO Patrick Byrne. Byrne falsely claimed Hunter sought an $800 million bribe from Iran in exchange for influencing U.S. policy. What?
What, bitch?
No. Isn't it funny how the mainstream media suddenly loses interest when the truth destroys one of its favorite anti-Biden narratives? Yes, you read that right. Hunter Biden won a defamation case over BS claims that he was corrupt. And remember the FBI informant who claimed Joe and Hunter Biden took bribes from Burisma? He pleaded guilty to lying, but you probably didn't know that because it only made it to the back page headlines at the time. The press gave the accusations endless headlines and wall-to-wall coverage, but when the stories collapsed, the accusers are exposed and the Bidens are vindicated, crickets. Because the lie was profitable, the truth was inconvenient. The lie gets the headline, the Bidens get smeared, the truth gets buried. Y'all want to talk about it? Huh? MAGA. Y'all want to talk about it? Are y'all ready? What, you pretending to be on the phone now? Were you talking to Mitch McConnell? I spoke to my old friend Mitch McConnell this morning, the senior senator from Kentucky. He's still recovering in the hospital. We talked for just shy of 45 minutes. He's so sharp. Just like always, he let me do all the talking. He's a great listener. After that, we prayed silently for a while and had a staring contest. Just like always, he beat me. I told him we want to see him back to work as soon as possible. I don't think Mitch McConnell has ever lost a staring contest, if we're being honest. Certainly not in the last decade. Breaking news. I just got off the phone with Mitch McConnell and he agreed to buy 500,000 brake pads on behalf of the great state of Kentucky. Who's this from? Callahan Auto Company. Y'all not slick. Hey, big guys got a little cold. Big guys got a little cold.
That guy in a little coat. That guy in a little coat.
Mitch McConnell is alive and well, everybody. Oh, so we got something official? They officially released something?
Mr. McConnell, very healthy.
Y'all thought y'all was slick. Y'all thought y'all almost had me. You almost had me with that one. You did, but you gonna have to put a little. Okay, now here you go. Now here's the real joint. He's fine. Cardboard. You went with cardboard. You did this. This is the Temu proof of life, right? This is the Temu proof of life. This is the proof of life at home. That's what this is. Your mama said we got proof of life at home. This is the proof of life at home. Now I want to see what they actually sent. Breaking: Senator Mitch McConnell's office has released a new photo showing him recovering in the hospital. Y'all see it? Fully clothed, jeans on in a hospital bed, no wires or tubes, no IV, reading a newspaper. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I saw all that.
Wake the hell up!
I saw all of that. I wish more journalists would point out that Senator McConnell was essentially on paid sick and medical leave, the same employment protection he spent his career blocking other Americans from having. Are y'all ready to have that conversation? Are y'all ready to have that? And that is the most positive spin on this particular story, is him utilizing the kind of leave and benefits he blocks other Americans from having. That's like the best case scenario. You know how badly you done damage humanity when that's your best case scenario?
Oh man, hey.
Mitch McConnell is dead, and this proof of life photo was a rushed, rough draft. The newspaper is AI and doesn't exist. He's wearing jeans in a hospital bed. His hand is operating a computer mouse. Elaine Chao had escaped to China, but now she's back and she's implicated in the cover-up. There are giant piles of crimes for everyone involved, which now includes Vance and Chao. I love this for them. None of this detective work is mine. He died in June. Well, that was pretty detailed. You gotta have some, you do, there are receipts. Photo 1, widely shared in 2023, Mitch McConnell and Elaine Chao in a recovery rehab setting. McConnell wears the red gingham shirt, smiles broadly while holding printed material, seated in the blue chair with white linens behind. Photo 2, the version associated with July 12, 2026 update, appears identical to photo 1 in every visible detail. Same clothing, exact same pose and expression, same background, same blue chair, same item in McConnell's hand, same lighting and composition. Wait a minute. Y'all using old photos? What y'all think you all filling out my social media profiles? Come on now. I took this picture of Mitch McConnell on May 12th. No way that photo of him they released today is real.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
I mean, he could have got a little touch up. You know what I mean? A little something. I'm not saying I do that. I'm just saying it exists. It exists. How the F does Mitch McConnell have less gray hair today than he did 2 months ago? Oh, I can answer that. I can answer that. Hey, get on that Beijing. Get on that or for him to be just for men. For him to be just for men, but for us to be Beijing. Don't he know Byron?
Smell like a doo-doo parade. Your breath smell like an elephant booty grenade.
They on the same side. He know Byron, so Byron could have hooked him up. Ain't nothing tricky about that. You know what I mean? He just got little enhancements. You know what I mean? I don't know nothing about that. I heard that's what they do though. That's what I heard. Not to mention the fact that apparently he's been out in the sun, so that helped his skin situation. Is he's been out in the sun. And that knocked them grays out of there. So that's all that's about. Not to mention pneumonia does wonders for the complexion, alertness, and chin. And the hospital is feeding him well, so it's all good. Man, now that's some good medical care. That's why people get mad when y'all take the medical care away from everyday Americans, and y'all get to go to the good hospital. They give you a whole new chin. You know what I mean? We can't have none of that. You go for pneumonia and you get a whole new chin. That's.
This is egregious work. This is nasty, egregious work.
That's why it be the haves and the have-nots. From Laura Loomer, Mitch McConnell's staff appear to have used an AI-altered photo. They're never going to recover from this. Wait, who posted that? From Laura Loomer. Even the MAGA's calling this out. This should be good. I wonder how she knew it was AI. Maybe it takes one to know one. Oh, okay, she saw the controls in the back. Okay, I got you. Okay, she saw the controls in the back of them. That makes perfect sense. And yes, you are correct. There's no speak button. Oh, more MAGAs coming out the woodwork. Just then, Mitch McConnell's office has released a statement and photo of the senator sitting in his hospital bed confirming he will not be on the Senate floor anytime soon. Hey, McConnell, you do not own that Senate seat. If you can't do your job, resign. It be your own people. It be your own people, you know. And while we're talking about not owning that Senate seat, yeah, we gonna get to that. We could avoid a lot of these congressional vacancies due to death and geriatric illness with some common sense term limits. Y'all want to talk about it? Huh? Y'all want? No, because last time I went down to Capitol Hill, I was stuck at the curry out and it took me an hour and 45 minutes for them to service 3 people. It didn't take them that long to service them. It just took them that long to walk out of line. That's the situation that we got going on. Y'all see it.
No, you know I ain't lying.
Now, you might be asking yourself, I've never known Mitch McConnell to have a good or even decent approval rating across the broader right wing. So what will be the point of this whole song and dance? I'm glad you asked. If Mitch McConnell dies before August 3rd, Kentucky law would trigger a special election for his Senate seat. The rhinos in power can't afford for that to happen, which is why this whole situation feels like Weekend at Bernie's. Weeks have gone by with virtually no meaningful update on the condition of a sitting senator. The lack of transparency has been outrageous and has left people wondering whether he's being kept alive on life support or whether the full truth simply isn't being told. Has he already passed? Then there's Elaine Chao, McConnell's wife, traveling to China to meet with a CCP leader just days after McConnell was hospitalized. Maybe there's an explanation, but the timing is undeniably odd. Would you leave your husband to travel to China if he's so ill he's in the hospital for 20 days? I sure wouldn't. Something about this entire situation doesn't add up, and the American people deserve answers. Oh, you was cooking on that one. You was cooking on that one. The only thing I would interject is, like when you said, would you leave your husband if he was so sick, he was in the hospital for 20 days? But you got a good relationship with your husband. You know what I mean? You love your husband. I'm sure he's very charismatic. Her husband is Mitch McConnell.
Brother,
You know what I mean? Here's another question. Would you leave Mitch McConnell at any time? Under any circumstance? The answer would be yes. The answer, that's what I'm saying. We at least got to consider that, though. There are at least 2 reasons why they might not want to update us on McConnell's condition. In Kentucky, a special election to replace a senator will not be called if it's closer than 3 months until the next election. That date is August 3rd. If McConnell's condition is clearly unfit for office, they'd hide that to avoid being forced to submit a resignation letter until after that date. If McConnell has not regained consciousness or has the chance of oxygen-induced brain death and is on artificial life support, they would try. In Kentucky, brain death is legally considered death under Kentucky Revised Statute 446.400. Any 2 independent physicians may declare the patient dead for the purposes of the seat being vacated if the patient is only alive due to a ventilator and artificial life support systems. But his next of kin, Chow, would need to be involved in the process of treatment and testing and final decisions to end support for that path to be viable. She left to China 3 days after his hospitalization. So is McConnell alive and well? Is he awake and functional? Is he a vegetable? Either way, I think they're trying to make sure we don't have to answer that until August 3rd. But wait, there's more. Some people are asking why. During a special election, state parties select their candidates. Independents can still file even after a normal deadline. Republican turnout is lower during special elections. Massey could run for this seat, which could siphon Republican votes. It's too late for Massey to run independent in a normal election, but not if it's a special election. He may not win, but a small Republican turnout and a split vote could give a long shot to the Dems. But wait, there's more. Anybody else find it odd that Mitch McConnell's daughter, Porter McConnell, appears to no longer be on X, Her account is gone, and she used to be very active criticizing her father and Republicans, especially during the Kavanaugh hearings. Makes you wonder, was she asked to stay quiet while his health is being kept under wraps for her potential inheritance? Or is it just a coincidence, just like Elaine Chao flying to China? Now, first of all, shout out to Porter McConnell for dragging her father publicly. I had no idea about that, but, you know, not good. That is not good. Kentucky, your own senator's daughter can see exactly. That's very bad. And don't go nowhere. No, I'm gonna have to come for y'all later, because guess what? McConnell's proof of life photo was released shortly after this segment. Andy Beshear says the Republican legislature changed the law to block him from appointing a senator if a vacancy occurs. He argues the Kentucky Constitution gives him that authority, calls the changes politically motivated, and said that he's prepared to fight the issue in court if a Senate seat becomes vacant, while wishing McConnell a full recovery.
Our Republican supermajority has been so worried about me being able to potentially support someone before a special election that they passed not one but two laws. They tried at first to say they could submit a list of 3 people to me from the Republican Party and I'd have to pick. Now they say I can't fill a vacancy, but I have to call a special election. But here's the thing. There is a Kentucky constitutional provision that says that I appoint all state officers when there's a vacancy. The question is, does that apply to federal offices? Well, before there was ever a law in Kentucky on how this would work, multiple appointments were made by governors, assuming under that provision. So if we end up there, and I hope we don't, I hope Senator McConnell will provide proof of life tomorrow and that we could all move on. There's at least going to be probably a little disagreement.
So you would, if that became necessary, you would appoint someone if it became necessary to do so on the basis of the Kentucky Constitution as you read it?
Well, certainly my hope is that Senator McConnell will provide us the assurances that we need. But if he is incapacitated, if there is a vacancy, I will look at my authority as governor to make sure that we are represented as Kentuckians. And certainly I'll take a strong look at that section of our Kentucky Constitution.
Now, wait a minute, Kentucky. No, I need to holler at y'all right now. Not only did y'all repeatedly vote in Mitch McConnell, like number one, y'all repeatedly voted in Mitch McConnell. Okay. Next, in this circumstance where he is completely incapable of doing his job, to the point where even the MAGAs complain, right? He's completely incapable of doing his job on extended paid sick leave, you know, the kind of thing that you don't have. You have no representation. You have zero representation, and his office isn't being transparent with you about why. And let's go further. When the governor has been empowered to take steps should a circumstance like this arise, it becomes more important to play political football and keep the other Kentuckians from having representation. So we have very visibly and openly completely done away with the idea of protecting a representative democracy. This is what we gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to go ahead and pull Patriot up out all of them profiles. I need Patriot up out all them profiles. I'm gonna need all your flags. I'm gonna need all of that. I'm gonna need all your America First. Y'all gonna have to come up off all of that. Yes. Oh no, because apparently we don't believe in democracy no more. So that's what it is. I didn't make y'all do this. The statement they released. Wait a minute. They released a statement from Mitch McConnell when you can't even show me him moving? I'm not talking about the Thriller thing. I know he moved in the Thriller. I mean, in a natural way. This is the guy who just wrote that wordy 8-paragraph statement assuring us he's okay after a fall left him unconscious.
Did you hear the question, Senator? Running for re-election in 2026? All right, I'm sorry, you all. We're going to need a minute. Senator. Benny.
Okay.
Y'all out here acting like we fell and bumped our heads. Like we don't remember the Mitch McConnell that we've been seeing for the last decade. Yeah, I know how y'all do. Y'all can't imagine anybody else would have a greater capacity than y'all have. I get how limiting it is, but just imagine. If it turns out Mitch McConnell is dead and the GOP are involved in a cover-up to prevent a special election that is mandated by Kentucky law, people need to go to prison, full stop. Not only that, imagine what a legacy it would leave for Mitch McConnell himself. Mitch McConnell being secretly dead to subvert democracy is the way he'd want to go. That's a good point, actually. That is with the whole Supreme Court thing. Yeah, that is it. That he passed doing what he loved. He sure enough did. Oh, they got another photo? The same way that Lindsey just visited him in this photo, I definitely took just 5 minutes ago. Y'all ain't right. Y'all ain't right. I swear. I told y'all in the Lindsey video, y'all can't be trusted. You know what I mean? And y'all go. Y'all still with the. Why you got seashells over there? What does it say? 69. See, I wanted to have a happy ending. This whole time I wanted to have a happy ending, and y'all talking about some 69-47. I can't see nothing happy about none of this. None of this is, oh, you found one?